Hey guys, we are back for more of this final ending. I think we might be back a line or two, but that's fine. So last time we obviously had the whole reveal of like people's numbers maybe being different and stuff like that. Although we had Junpei right before say like something seems off about it, so we're into some crazy stuff. But real quick apologies for last episode. It was kind of a mess. I was trying to, come up with my own like way to access the last ending, and then I kind of failed at accessing the wrong ending and had to cut up the video a bit, and I felt like I spent way too long trying to like figure out like the proper way to do the ending, and maybe I should have just got into it faster. But either way, we are into the ending now, so let's just do it, shall we? I am excited to just learn more of whatever the hell we're learning here, because it's some crazy stuff with this whole like Santa might not be bracelet 3, June might have been 9. And then what would that mean for the ninth man? What was he? And stuff like that. So, alright, let's do this.
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is Zero.
Yeah, we had this.
My hypothesis is correct.
And then we had Junpei saying like, I don't know. Yo.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right.
Yep, that's where we left off right
June's
there.
bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
What about the ninth man?
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go.
If
It's
that's
high
the
time we
case.
went through that door.
Okay, we're just going through. Let's go. Door 9 opened. They leapt through.
Oh, it's right there.
The dead was directly in front of them as they came through the door. Quickly, they scanned the bracelets. And the detonator stopped.
Oh,
After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them.
all right. Let's keep going.
At the end was a set of stairs leading down into the ship.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
They leaned out and looked over the side.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Alright, cool, no water. After deciding it was safe, they headed down the stairs. Before long, Junpei and his companions found themselves on the bottom deck. They turned left into another hallway, at the end of which they found another door.
Hey, it's a...
Oh shit, of course. And of course, there was a symbol engraved over the keyhole. It looked like the sort of harpoon one would use to hunt fish. Sort of harpoon one would use to hunt fish. I read that weird. The kind with 3 prongs. Snake traced the shape of it with his fingers.
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
Clearly, it wasn't going to open this door.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn
Thanks,
around
Clover.
and go back for now.
Yeah.
Damn. After examining the door for a few more minutes, they gave up and headed back the way they'd come.
Hey, another door.
With a little more searching, they found a metal door.
And a card reader this time.
Oh. A symbol was engraved onto the card reader.
It's the Uranus symbol.
Nice.
This is the place.
This is the place, he muttered to himself and slid the card through the reader. It beeped once and the light on it turned green. With a heavy metal groan, the door creaked open. Junpei, Clover, Snake, and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and stepped through. Alright. The room they found themselves in was full of books. Hey, the library!
Wow.
Oh shit! This is the Forest of Knowledge, so what about the room beyond the Forest of Knowledge?
It's totally full of books.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
It looked remarkably like a library. Not the sort of library where large numbers of people came to read books, more the sort of library that was simply a place to store books. He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books, but Junpei did his best to speak with authority.
Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Alright?
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good.
'Cause-
Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Because splitting up and looking for something has never gone completely terribly for these guys. It's only happened like 2 or 3 times. Oh. Wait, is this coming into our head? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. Is this through our head shit again? As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. What the heck is this shit, guys? Wait, what? We have a thingy! We have Junpei's face! His face is there! Maybe one last time. That might be the final time that we see it. Okay, there's a note on that table. Lights to the books. Wait, what? Lights to the books? Oh, what does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next? They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes. But that has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Ooh. Okay, so we just... Okay, so we... That was as much of the note as we could see, alright. Oh. Paleontology, this one's about fossils, right? Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. Mother Nature. Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? What? Probably not, except perhaps... tangentially, it's most likely about environmental protection. I was just trying to make a joke. Dude, hippie chicks? Really? Okay. The theory of evolution. Heck, even I know this one. That's that Darwin guy, right? Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. We need some more natural selection going on with some of the people in our world. Let's be real. Anyway. Introduction to geology. Huh. Thinking about the Earth, even when you're on the ocean, kinda romantic in a way, I guess. Sure. This one says, transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. Yeah. Well, don't maybe be able to click on so many things. Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, do you know what this one's about? Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails as they were no longer useful and the nutrients required to grow them were better put to use elsewhere. At least that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have remembered it incorrectly. But why the hell would you be a kid reading a book like that? Interesting. Micrographia. Ah yes, rubber hooks. Dude, how the hell does Snake know so much shit? He can't read. He used to be able to read, but not anymore. Not since the accident. Rubber Hook's famous work, first published in 1665. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substances, and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of the things he'd examined and published them in a book. Now, I know that there's audio books and stuff like that these days, and probably when this game came out as well. And other people could read stuff to him, you know, but I'm just saying. And there's also Braille. I don't know, like, are there Braille versions of, like, a lot of books? Or can you, like, request to have one made? I don't know. I'd hazard to guess this shelf is concerned with natural sciences. Alright, I think we just about have it all. Creatures of the Celsius. I wonder if this one's got pictures of colorful fish and stuff. Okay, well, that was a bit... Okay, I think that's what we already did, which... Oh my god, we have another one over here, god damn it. All that's here is Faraday's law of electrolysis. That's hard to say. Like, I feel like reading the word, I feel like I should be able to say it, but then you try to say it out loud and it's like, rough. I believe that's going to be about electrolysis in an electrolyte solution. These particular laws were set down by Michael Faraday. Okay. Can't click that one. Let's go here. Obviously, this spot here is what's grabbing my attention, but yeah. Our property value is going up out in space too these days. Man, guess times are tough for aliens too. This one says cosmic inflation. Interesting. I feel like that's the one we have to click on, so let's wait. Quantum gravity. 7, do you have any idea what this is? How about you start by using real words, then maybe we'll get somewhere. Nope, well, he doesn't. Supersymmetric string theory in 10-dimensional space-time. They're just talking about superstring theory. It's a theory of reality where, how to explain? It says that all elements of the universe are governed by the vibrations and harmonics of tiny supersymmetric strings. A lot of words. What's this? An overview of conformal field theory. Oh well, it's a theory that posits an invariant quantum field where conformal transformation can take place. Too many big words in a row scare me. Knock it off with this science voodoo stuff. You trying to put me asleep? Alright, and then this one, and then we can do the main one. Theory of general relativity. Oh, I know this one. I like her little animation. She was like so excited. That's Einstein, right? Great. Alright. What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we, like, switch them around? Ooh, switch them around, yeah. If we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. Oh. Okay. Oh, I can't spell penis. Damn it. Alright. Well, I definitely think the second row spells here, right? Yeah, and then... Oh, wait. That spells here. But I see open as well. Interesting. I see nope as well as too. Let's just try open, I guess? Oh, okay, there we go. Wait, oh, I had the E's swapped. I see, I'm an idiot. There's 2 E's in here. Okay. Open here, find bulb. How about this? Oh shit. Looks like putting the books in the right order. Okay. That was a piece of cake. Hooray! You did it, Junpei. I guess that turned out well enough. So the letters from the title spell out, open here, find bulb. Yep. Grab the bulb. Alright. Well, now we have a bulb. We have a bulb and we have this note saying that lights to the books. So, are we about to put the lights to the books? Did we do everything? Yep, we already did that. Oh my god, you can go up too. Energy theory, I don't even think I understand the damn title. Looks like the shelf's all science and technology. Do I go up? Do I do this one? Oh my god, there's only the 4 it looks like. Let's do it. Last time I skipped stuff and it like screwed me up and I missed things, so... But anyway, this book is called Mind Swap. You mean you could like change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother, or Junpei too much, but I'd rather die than let 7 switch with me. Well, anyway, like I didn't even want to swap bodies with little brat, like... Hey, were you just imagining it? You were! Shut up! Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. Anyway. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell is this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. Such a hard word. I hate it. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. Oh. Just say time travel, damn it. Kitab al-Azif. Man, they've got some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name. It's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazred. I said that totally wrong. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. Oh shit. Oh. So these are all occult books and stuff. Necronomicon. This one says the golden rabbit and the moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about? It's talking about the Judas tree that is said to grow on the moon, according to Chinese legend. Okay, well, I don't think I can click on any of these in the corners. No, I cannot. So we are now done, I think. I can't walk forward. Handrails made of metal. Cool. Oh no. Is this behind me? Oh wait, no, okay, we're good. Open here. Energy theory. Interaction between short wait, that's not another. Just listening to the title is giving me a headache. Can't, okay. We're talking about that stuff, you can put me to sleep. Wait, is this another? Okay, now open here, find bulb, we did this. So wait, is this another one? A kid's book here. It looks like it's a children's story about Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like this is kind of suspicious? Maybe you ought to hold on to it. Oh, well shit! I guess I'm glad I did that, right? Look, this was the cultural heritage of Rome. Bet that's gonna be serious inheritance tax. Alright. The history of Buddhism, History of the medieval period. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot. Isn't he just a story? Yeah, that's not real. I don't think you're gonna find a guy who didn't really exist in history books. Oriental history. Maybe this one's about China's 4,000 years of history or something? Hey, Chinese history and Oriental history aren't the same thing. This one's called History of the Western World. Well, I'd assume it's about European history. Yeah. Just gonna leave it at that, Snake. Doesn't seem like you. What? What? Permian creatures. Seems a little fancy for some kind of prehistoric critter. Not to mention, most of them were likely reptiles and amphibians. Without hair, I can't imagine they had much need of perms. Oh my god. It's got nothing to do with this. They're all crazy! What's this Hellenism? I think it's something like a fusion of Greek and Oriental culture. Oh. Hey, look at this. This book's called Greek Mythology. Hey! Damn, that thing's huge. I like Greek mythology. Can't imagine anyone's actually read the whole thing. Pretty sure it just put me to sleep. Okay. Now I think we actually have... Oh man, we have a fucking door too. Does that mean... Have we done this? All seem about history. Okay, yeah, we did do that one. This one, it looks like just like that picture book from earlier, the one with the pop-ups. Yeah, okay, do they have the same binding? Okay, we got another one. God damn it, we have a whole other wall to read. Shit. Principles of monkey behavior, huh? I'd imagine that's a book describing praxeology studies on monkeys. I could, like, obviously, guys, I could speedrun this. I could assume that that's the one item I need to find on this wall and skip out. But, I mean, why rush it? Like, I kind of want to see what all this random shit is. Maybe it'll trigger a thought in my mind and be like, oh, yeah, you know, something like that, I don't know. Monkeys are very similar to humans evolutionarily, so I imagine the research was fruitful. Oh look, Seven, here's a book that's perfect for you. It's called Correlation of Muscle, Bone Density, and Bone Strength. You're just saying that because it says muscle. This book is just called Dissection. This bookshelf must be all medical books. From what I can tell, it sounds as though these books have been organized by genre. This library must be massive. I'm rather impressed by how well organized it is. I can't wait to go down the stairs and have a whole nother, like, circle of books to read. Functions of the human brain, huh? I guess this is a book about the nervous system. I'd love to ask you to read it to me, but I don't think we have the time. I'm kind of curious about it, too. There's gotta be a reason why people connect with each other, you know? Human equilibrium theory. Human anatomy. Regeneration of internal organs. Whoa. Dissection atlas, huh? I want regeneration of my internal organs. This whole shelf is full of medical books. Okay. Look, this one's called Recreation of Lost Human Functions. You think they're talking about if you, like, lose part of your body, then you could grow back? I don't think so. Maybe they're talking about reconstructing abilities that humankind once possessed. Like eyesight? Just kidding. In other words, they might be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. Ancient gladiators. What's this book doing here? Maybe they were researching human physical limits across history. Okay. Let's click on the door. This big opening is the door to the library. Pretty impressive. Almost looks like the door to a shrine or a church or something. There's another door after it, and then a passageway beyond that. And at the end of that passageway is a door with that Neptune symbol. Okay. Hurry up, we need to... Okay. This sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world! Man, it's like Seven and I don't even exist. Okay, so now, theoretically... Oh, we had 2 of these walls. I think we've done everything, though, right? Let's just go down. Great, more books. Yep, thrilled. Yep. Thrilled. Okay. This is definitely something, right? Dadkind. What the hell is this? Wasn't that a German mathematician? Maybe it's a compilation of his work. Okay. Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary? Leberniz. This book is in German. Looks like it's a complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. And then Sheldrake. Sheldrake. Isn't Sheldrake? What? Isn't Sheldrake what? I guess that wasn't something. The Pythagorean Theorem. This is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. Okay, okay. Algebraic number theory, math, huh? There's another one like that over there, here. You mean something like primary number theory, or analytical number theory, or geometry? Oh my gosh, how did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. If there was a book named Algebraic Number Theory, I took a wild guess at the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Snake, you're too smart, man. This one's gold box conjecture. Conjecture? What's it about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? Right? I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? It may have been an odd title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Sorry, I said anything. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? Okay. That's a weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics? Huh, that's funny. Wait, why is that funny? What? We don't get an answer? It says, Riemann hypothesis. What does it hypothesize about with a Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? There are many factors. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Many factors, length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. Okay, alright, that's... Whoops, I did not mean to click that one. That's everything there. Origin of Japanese folklore. Looks like there are a bunch of books about Japanese culture here, mostly ones about folklore, though. Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects: history, urban life, religion, religious trends, environmental changes, oral traditions. Folklore can cover all those things if you know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Agriculture and historical organizations in folklore. Modern Japanese literature. And hey, there's another one of those picture books. Yep. Something about these feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. I guess even people like Seven were kids once. No shit, you little brat. Hey guys, cool it. Alright, I think I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Yeah. Cool. That's that. Let's see what we got over here. So many books. I wonder what this one's... Whoa, what's this? Warm? Oh. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Hey, what's the deal with this sappy stuff? Wait, what just happened? Did we, like, accidentally bump hands or something? Okay. That's all for that wall. That's good. A bunch of books here in all sorts of languages, but there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. This bookshelf has some glass inlay. Pretty big, but there's only 6 books on it. It seems kind of weird. It looks like there's something on the bottom. I can't really see it though. The glass is all foggy. Alright, and we have, oh boy. In the middle of the glass door is a cylinder lock. You know, the kind of lock where you rotate the numbers around until you get the right ones to open it? What the hell is this? It's like they just gave us the answer. Guess I might as well give it a shot. Wait, what? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's not the code from earlier, is it? What was it? It's definitely not gonna be it, right? It was like 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. That's too many numbers. Or I'm just wrong. What is this thing? It's a small enclosure with 9 sides, or 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. Am I supposed to put something on those stands? Interesting. Well, it's not one of those 3 books that we have because it wouldn't let me. I had it. Oh, I did not want to go back up. I wanted to try to click on this bookshelf, but I guess you can't. An iron plate is bolted down. I don't think it's a door. I think it's just a wall. Okay. This is the scaffolding for the top floor. It goes all the way to all 4 corners of the room. Alright. How many numbers do we have here? We have 6 numbers we need. We have 6 numbers. What about these? These, like, stuck out to me, but they're just going in order. 1 through 8. Alright, what about the books? Let's investigate these. It's got a magic wand on it. Okay. So what's inside? Well, aren't you gonna open it? Pretty sure it's just gonna have pages inside. Smarter. Whoa! Oh, a pop-up book. Oh shit. Okay. So we have SE51 or some shit. The 1 is like off on its own, or the I. It might be an I. Interesting. Let's Native Americans, some weird. Yep. Might as well do the last one based on this one. Come on, Junpei, let's see what's in it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's probably baseball whoa, the head. That one actually spells something. Okay, so those are all letters. I can't imagine... Pop-up book, it's got the letters H-E-A-D popping out of it. Oh, okay, that'll tell me, like, what it is. I guess it's one of the pop-up books, right? Got the letters L-R-K popping out of it. Can't make any sense. Wait, L-R-K, it didn't mention the black one, so is it not important then? Large, round, and kinky, what? Looks like another pop-up book. This one has an S and E, a dash, and a number 5. Oh. That's a dash. SE-5 or something. But it didn't mention this. It also said there was an R, and I don't see an R. What? Didn't it? So I've got a picture here with L, R, and K. I see the L's and the K. I see 2 L's, but I don't see the R, unless, like, you look at it at a certain angle and it makes an R. I don't know. Interesting. I guess I'll just go with what it told me in the text. Alright, did they go in here now that I opened it? Oh, okay. There we go. This is a little weird. There are 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright, though. Hey, didn't we find some really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you try putting into one of those? Well, it'll get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs, huh? Well, shit. We have to find more bulbs? Did I just, like, not click on something? Let's go back up. Like, open here, find bulb. We did that. We clicked on, like, every section, I thought, unless I missed something. I was trying to see if... No, I don't know. Go back down, unless, like... Unless we're supposed to try to open this. What is it? Oh, it didn't even give me any more. Hint? Oh. Wait, it says... Okay, I saw these numbers, but I didn't, like, even bother. Which way am I supposed to read them? I know, this is normally a Japanese game and they read right to left, right? So 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 6. 5, 1, 4, 3... Or 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 6. 5, 1, 4... It was 2, 3, 6, right? Is it supposed to do something? If I got it right? So I guess I didn't get it right. Let's make sure. 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 6. So then I'm wrong. Then it's 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, right? Unless you're just supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's as simple as that. Let's try, unless that's an 8. Is that an 8? A couple books on the glass shelf. From left to right, they say, okay, good. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. There we go. Okay. That's that. I had to use the hint button. I think that's the first time I ever even bothered to, like, hit that hint button. I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly... So, yeah, I saw the numbers, and I just assumed it wasn't going to be that obvious, but I should have known, because when I clicked on the lock, they said, like, hey, they already gave us the answer, right? But anyway, I don't know why I just tuned that out, and I was like, it's going to be something more complex than that. Alright, another light bulb. Cool. We've got 2 of them now. Also expecting to be pointing at the cylinder number lock. Okay. So we need 1 more light bulb, guys. 1 more. Where the hell would it... I still feel like there's something up with these. This place is Owen light blue. Second on it. Eldrake. With the volume. Yeah. Can we click on the edge? No. I guess we can't. Damn. Was that note upstairs, like, supposed to be any kind of clue, maybe? Can't click up. It's huge. I don't see anything to note there. Wait, that was a... Did I do the top layer and the bottom layer before? I'm not seeing anything... Like, some of these books stand out, but... I don't see anything in particular. We already did the open here. There's a note on top of the table. It says lights to the books. What about... Oh, it's a coat rack, like a place where you can hang coats and stuff. Well, this one's not too big. Maybe just hats. Okay, so nothing to do with that. Huh. Handrail. There's gotta be something I didn't click on, right? Oh wait, is this something I haven't looked at yet? I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy theme. This book has got Oriental history. Huh. We solved, like, everything else, didn't we? That I've seen. I actually, like, am a little bit at a loss, guys. Okay. Go. Huh. Got one to the left. Why do they say that? The weird book, and they say Indian mathematics. No. I keep trying to, like, I keep thinking, like, maybe there's something on this bookshelf on the other side. Here. But it doesn't let you click on, like, anything. Books here in all sorts of languages, I can't read them. What if we click on this? I could just change out those light bulbs and then, what's the use wishing? I don't have... Nope, I do need... Okay, so I definitely need more light bulbs. Shoot, guys. Do I actually need to ask for help here from my friend? Like, I still feel like something's up with these, but I don't have... It doesn't let me, like, do anything with them, right? It's like the only thing that really stands out. Alright. So, turning all that... What if we go down... There was another way we could go, wasn't there? So there's those stairs. And then there's... I've gone down that. If I go down this, I don't think it changes. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. No matter what stairs I go down. Thinking. I mean, do I just go from left to right again and just, like, click on everything? Like, okay, so there's how many turns until we get back to this exact scene? 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn. So there's 4. We have 4 different camera angles here. Actually, let's look at the where's the map here? Okay, so the map doesn't really tell us much. Okay, so let's just try to go at this. Some sort of comic book? Did I never, like, do this before? I don't remember the comic book stuff. What's that one called? It says, Communications and Computer Science, pretty generic titles, so vague. Overview, whoever says something. Ta-da. Oh! Okay, so it was just one thing I didn't click on. Damn, I thought I was so thorough, too. I thought I went around the whole room. Alright, well, shit. Something hidden behind the books? Alright, well that did it. Cool, I didn't have to go ask for help. Apologies for that taking so long, guys, but we did it. I didn't have to ask for help, I just had to go re-canvas everything I've done already. I guess it's hard to keep track when you're, like, doing circles and clicking on a bunch of different book stuff. It's hard to keep track of what you've clicked on and what you haven't, you know? Alright, so there's 3 lights in here. I'm gonna change these bulbs. Now they should... Oh, Shield Rake 5. Awesome, it worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Or Sheldrake 5. That's what it says, not Shield. Okay.
Sheldrake 5?
Yep,
I think I
yep.
saw the rest of his collection somewhere.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
I know exactly
I think
where
it was
that
somewhere
is.
around here.
I knew it had
Let's
to
go
be
take a look.
something.
Okay.
Let's go to the adventure mode again. Seven and Clover walked off, leaving Junpei and Snake behind.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Junpei grinned.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
Oh, did she? I don't even... Oh, shit, I didn't even remember that. Damn it.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a
Oh,
rather
shit.
interesting theory.
I completely forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget about the theory. In the picture thing that we did, I just forgot the name Sheldrake.
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Yeah.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple
Yep.
of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not
Oh,
to tell
shit.
anyone.
You did? Why?
Well,
Junpei's eyes narrowed.
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Snake's shoulders slumped and he shook his head slowly.
Ugh.
He'd finally given up.
Very well,
Nice.
fine.
Yes.
I'll tell you everything.
Give up.
But not here. Let's move to the top floor.
Junpei nodded. With that, they climbed the stairs to the top floor. Alright. And before he kills us, Snake was silent for a moment after they arrived, then finally crossed his arms and spoke.
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well.
Yeah, let's hear it.
To be
Story
honest,
time.
the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to.
Oh shit.
I had little choice.
Zero spoke to him directly?
He didn't walk up and tell me, of
Oh, okay.
course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
Snake reached into his sleeve and pulled out a small, stiff piece of paper. Wait, hold on. How does he still have this piece of paper? Did whoever put him in this robe make sure that he cleaned out his pockets in his other outfit and gave him this piece of paper?
That's a
Yeah.
braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Oh, so he just left out some info.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card.
Yep.
There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say, there was something I couldn't read.
Huh.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator.
Damn.
It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well,
Snake nodded.
well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah, that is strange, and he's gonna be careful because, like, if he says too much here, what if they do activate Clover's, you know?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
Boom! That would suck. Snake glanced down at Clover and Seven, examining one of the bookshelves.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
Oh boy.
I've decided to tell you the truth. The
Oh,
chance
boy.
that Santa is Zero is very high.
Huh.
I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Huh. Snake paused and cocked his head as though he was listening to something very far away. His face looked dark, as though something was weighing on him.
Hey, Snake?
Junpei wasn't quite sure what to say. Snake turned and looked at him.
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
And skip through it. Right.
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she?
And that's the person I theorize is Santa's sister and potentially his motivation for doing this. Snake looked down, his face was tight. A slight tremor shook his body and he tried to hide it. He was putting on a good front, but even Junpei could tell that he was holding back something deep and powerful. Oh shit. So is it... I wonder if, like, he had a hand in... Well, no, because, I was gonna say maybe Snake had a hand in the death of the death of the girl, but I think the girl was with Clover's group and not Snake's group. So, because my theory was Santa was with Snake's group, right? Which would have meant that Santa's sister was with the other group. Kind of like how they were brother and sister and split up. Anyway. He made as if to brush something from his face and looked up at Junpei.
At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
Is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes.
Alright, Snake nodded slowly.
The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Right, we knew that.
There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo.
Yep. Okay, so there were 4 names. Okay. That's what I was unsure of. I couldn't remember from when we were going through the previous ending. I couldn't remember the list that we had, if it was 4 names or 3, because my theory, I was thinking if it was 3 names, we would have had Ace, we would have had the 9th man, and then the 3rd one was, my theory was, it was the man dressed in Snake's clothes was the 3rd one, but I guess there was 4, so...
Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man, and
that's
did the lion's
for
share
sure
of
the 9th man, and that's for sure Ace. And that kind of looks like the one shot of, Wait, hold on. Okay, I wonder. Okay, so Ace, right? The 9th man. That looks, like I said, that looks like the guy when it was showing us in the last ending of Ace actually, like, pushing the guy. It gave us a look of, like, what he looked like in Snake's outfit. It kind of looked like it could be this guy. The same, like, black hair and the lower jaw seems kind of similar. And then we have this guy over here. He almost reminds me of the guy in the dead guy in the captain's quarters. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Okay. Nijisaki, which is this guy, was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Okay.
Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder.
Yeah, he almost looks a little too fat to be the captain guy, but the hair almost looks similar. Like, kind of like a spiky gray kind of thing.
It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
Okay.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
Junpei couldn't shake the sense that he had heard those 4 names somewhere before.
Of course, more
Wait,
than 4
what?
people were required to conduct an experiment of
You
this
shouldn't have
scale.
heard those names before. Not in this ending. Not that I know of.
To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research.
Damn.
All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project.
Yep.
The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Huh.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation?
How does he know every story that people told?
Experiments with humans produce the same results.
Does he just know? Like, we know Snake knows a lot. Does he just know a lot? That seems okay. Interesting.
The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer.
This is some crazy shit, guys. I don't even know what to say.
Essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
Snake
But I
nodded.
still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding.
Huh.
Mankind's thought
Yeah, I mean, I
process
kinda
and actions are all part of a resonant event.
I mainly understand what he's trying to go for.
All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yes, I do, Mr. Snake, sir.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then?
My head
A
hurts.
person who has the power to write to the
I
field,
mean,
and someone
I
who can
understand
read
it,
for
but
the
it's
same.
crazy shit. But I mean, whatever, like, it's possible that whatever that is happening because, I mean, just look at Junpei getting, like, random shit coming to his head that he, like, shouldn't know.
You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
Junpei thought about it for a moment.
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, close enough at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That
Yeah.
was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary Project began.
Snake suddenly looked very serious.
By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
We've heard of that, yeah, right? Junpei cleared his throat and tried to act calm.
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
Yeah, someone else told us about that. At this point, I can't remember who told us what stories, though. Was that maybe 7? I'm not sure. Whoops, I clicked off my screen.
Why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary Project.
Huh.
The hospital in a remote town was affiliated
Right.
with Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Seven told us about this. He was investigating, like, that hospital and stuff. Okay.
Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped.
Yep. His face barely moved as he spoke.
There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver.
9 years ago, 16 kids went missing. So who were the 2 that weren't mentioned? Interesting. Right? I never thought about that. I don't know why I never thought about that, but when Seven told us about that 9 years ago, 16 kids went missing, if that was for the 2 Nonary, like the 2 separate Nonary games going on at the same time, then who were the other 2 that weren't a part of that?
They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert.
Okay. I'm trying to keep this all in line because I'm starting to wonder if somehow, like, we know that Seven has memory issues. What if Junpei does too? What if Junpei was one of these, and June was as well? What if we are the receiver, which is why we're getting this info, and June was the transmitter? Same with Snake and Clover.
The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A.
Okay, I guess they were all... Okay, I see what he's saying. I don't know why it didn't click before. So all the transmitters were put together. So I thought he was saying that there was 1 of each in each group. So like there would be like Junpei as a receiver over in this group, and then 8 other people with him that weren't anything, that were just like neutral, vice versa for the other group. But never mind. So it's all the receivers were in one group. Okay.
Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic.
It's kind of interesting, something that I just thought of, which I guess maybe you could consider it relating to this, and maybe you could consider it not relating to it, but I was just kind of thinking about it, and like, I was trying to think of if I've had like this kind of scenario ever happen to me, like with me knowing about it. Obviously, like, this theory could exist and it could have happened to me and I just don't realize it. But I think the closest thing could be like when you're triggering memories almost. Like, there are times where I won't remember something at all, and then my friend will describe a scenario because he was there, and then all of a sudden I remember everything about it, So like a lot of times it'll be like a video game that I barely even remember playing, and then he'll describe like one of the fights we had in that game that was like crazy and like very memorable, and then I'll suddenly, like, feel like I have all the information about that game. Like, even things that don't relate to that little story that he told me, I'll, like, remember all my abilities, I'll remember, like, you know, how my character was played and things like that. Like, it's probably just triggering memories and stuff like that, but, it's something that seems like a little bit similar, you know, but obviously not the exact same.
The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger.
I'm trying to get past this snake story, but I don't know how much is here, you know, but we're actually a bit past the normal ending time.
He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q.
Okay.
Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly.
Huh. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles. So, I made the joke of, I made the, not really a joke, but I had the theory since the water, like, weirdly stopped, you know, back then, and I said, like, maybe we're not actually, like, on the water. Maybe we're, like, in some warehouse building or something. And that's funny, because I might actually have been a little right there on that. Obviously, we could actually be on the Gigantic, but it's possible we could be in Building Q, you know, right now.
Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q.
Man, that must have been one hell of a process to replicate an entire ship in some, like, building.
Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were
Were they
his
all
words.
siblings?
Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely.
That's pretty cool, though. I didn't know that, if that's
Gigantic
true.
and Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found.
Right. The problem is, with the Apollo 13 thing, I'm sure they used a radio to communicate the thing. This is using a morphogenetic field, you know?
And transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Snake sounded defeated. His half-hearted attempt at derision served only to show how much the story had affected him. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the episode here, guys, because we're well past the normal episode length that I like to stop at. Well, not well past, 14 minutes past, roughly. I usually stop around 15 minutes. But this seems like an okay spot to stop. I think the majority of his story is done, you know, unless he's going to go into more detail about the people that were there. But, you know, this is the best stopping spot I can think of for now. So, you know, maybe there's another one coming up, but I can't predict the future, you know? So, anyways, this was a very interesting episode. We had another puzzle room, which I didn't expect, you know? That was a surprise. I thought we were just going in dialogue all the way to the end, but nope, a puzzle room. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to have any more of those. I struggled a little bit trying to find the light bulb, but I did manage to find it. And then I'm kind of mad at myself having to use the hint in order to get the code, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, the whole story about the morphogenetic fields, I feel like I understand them a little better. I feel like in the first, when Lotus explained them to us, I was a little lost. And, like, I kind of understood it, but I think I get it a lot better now, you know? It's definitely an interesting theory, and I wonder if that's supposed to be what's happening, going on right now, and if that's the case, and who's transmitting to us? Did Zero actually set up a second group of this, even though he was doing this as, like, revenge, you know? Or was this, like, the only one? I don't know. But yeah, that's some really interesting stuff, and I can't wait to learn more about where this ending is going. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye-bye.